Hello, Leo, and welcome to Flourishing Mystic. Thank you so much for being here. I want to wish you an early happy birthday, happy belated birthday, depending on when you come across this reading. Let's hop right in. July 2022. Let's see what's in store for you, Leo. I'm using the Angel Wisdom Tarot. And we'll do a classic Celtic cross spread to get an overview for this month ahead. Now, I'm intrigued for my Leo subscribers. Are you interested in love readings up on this channel? Let me know. You can email me, flourishingmystic@gmail.com, or you can write me below in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback. July 2022 for Leo. What's in store for Leo? First energy is the Six of Pentacles, Leo. So let's see here. We have, this card is really about the good that you do, the good or the energy that you put into things returning to you. So I feel like a lot of your hard work is going to pay off this month, or you are going to find that things are returned to you. You find things that have been lost or missing. I'm seeing mysterious encounters coming up this month, and when I say mysterious, I don't mean that in a negative way, but I do sense an air of mystery or unexpected findings, unexpected money. You may encounter a $100 bill, or money shows up in your bank account or something like that. There's definitely an unexpected inflow of abundance. Now, this card also talks about borrowing and, expenditures. It talks about borrowing wisely. It talks about paying off debts. So you could be in the process of that. Not borrowing too much from the future. This could also be debts returned to you. So this could also be karmically and energetically. So I'll have to unfold this reading to get a better picture of what's going on here. Let's continue. We have, wow, the Queen of Wands in the challenge position. So Queen of Wands is your energy typically. Queen of Wands is, hold on here. It's interesting because I normally don't have cards in the reverse, and there was the Page of Wands in the reverse. So there's definitely this reversal on your fire energy or your feeling of passion. Okay, I feel like this is nothing new. This is something you've been dealing with. There's something about a loss of passion or a flame that has dissipated. Now, we're definitely going to get remedies for this, but I guess the card is here to talk about it. So let's talk about it. Typically, the Queen of Wands is, brilliance, it's talent, it's being independent, confident, feeling like there's nothing you can't do. The Queen of Wands is an archetype who believes in themselves and what they're doing. The Queen of Wands is passionate about love, life, experiences, opportunities. So for this coming up in the challenge, it could mean that there is a stifled passion or a creative block or a lack of certainty or direction, because typically now, the Queen of Wands as an archetype is someone who's direct, forward looking, forward moving, knows what they want, goes directly for it. So there could be this balancing, or there's like this energy of battling between decisions, or where do I go, this way or that way? That could mean you have plenty of options in 2022. Which way do I go? Or you could just be struggling with making a decision. or struggling with sticking to something. I'm going to unfold the reading to get a bigger, larger picture here. And then, of course, finish off with some advice and, you know, sort of premonitions if we can. So let's unfold this spread here. You got the Empress at the root of this reading, which I love for you, Leo. The Empress is a card of stability. So maybe you are thinking about changing directions, but you also have a lot of stability to consider. So you could maybe have built a home for yourself, or find yourself in a fairly comfortable position. Your heart could be longing for more, however, because of this Queen of Wands. I'm really, you know, the Queen of Wands in a challenged position is almost like a caged bird. It feels like, or, you know, stifled energy, creative blocks, or just something missing, something lackluster or missing. Now, the Empress talks about taking action as well and giving birth to your dreams ultimately. It talks about creative projects that would be very successful if you choose to go after them, or if you choose to delve into them. Abundance and prosperity is yours. Okay, so overall, this is going to be an abundant month. You will feel taken care of. You will feel like your needs are taken care of. And then I'm also sensing this stifled energy, or almost like a caged bird. And there's almost like you're looking out the window, or you feel like you're indoors too much, or like wondering what's more to life, or is there more than this? You're really going through maybe some type of personal crisis, could be identity crisis at this time, or these are like some of the intuitive downloads I'm getting, but I'll see if there's more, because I sense this is getting specific. This could feel like I'm just seeing someone looking out the window of their office and saying, is there more? Is there more to life? Is there more to this? Is there more to this experience? Let's unfold this reading, shall we? You got, oh wow, another reversal. Okay, I wasn't prepared for that. It's the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, I'm just making sure it's the 3. Okay, so this card talks about doing what you love, recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, and an excellent reputation. So I sense this is what you built coming into the month. It was in the reverse, but the way I'm getting it in that reversed position is definitely, I just want to make sure something. The way I'm getting that energy in the reverse, Leo, is again this link to something feeling stifled, you know, because the Three of Pentacles upright, look how she's maybe sculpting something. She's doing her craft. She's good at it. She's excellent at what she does. And I sense, Leo, whatever you do, you kind of have a way about things where your way of executing a project or a plan or some type of creative solution is unique to you, okay? And you're masterful at it. This woman has age, you know, she's maybe an older woman, so whether you're, no matter your age, you're skillful. You're masterful at what you do. But this coming in reverse is almost like maybe you feel like you're doing repetitive tasks to the point where, look how she's on the cell. No, I was gonna say she's on the cell phone, but something was showing me Okay, psychically, that you're like, you could literally be multitasking and do your tasks and still execute it in such a wonderful way. And so what I'm getting from that is you could be bored. You could be bored, or you're coming into the month feeling like, I've done this already. Is there something new, or do I have more creative say here, more creative freedom here? Maybe that's what you're yearning for, potentially. But when it comes to your work, it really does stand out. So there is that to consider. Your work really stands out and it's being praised. And I feel like as much as it's being praised and validated, you want a little bit more from life. Okay, let's get the crown of this reading to get a deeper understanding. You have the 10 of Wands. So this could also indicate maybe you're overworked. Okay, overworked, tired. You could have felt like you lost some passion here because maybe you have multiple responsibilities or expending your energy in multiple places, or your mind is on other things. Maybe your mind has drifted away from work or something, or your heart has drifted away. There is this need for more balance. As you see, balance is at the center of your reading with that 6 of Pentacles. Needing more balance. So maybe work is just fine, because I'm sensing that good stability, like you're earning well, you have great earning potential, and we're living in times where that is kind of such a bonus, such a blessing. So if you are stable in terms of monetary, this is really good news. But it feels like there's just something missing. And so maybe incorporating something into your life, like a hobby or a passion project, if you have the time for it, to sort of maybe lighten the energetic load. Sometimes we need a creative outlet, a creative or energetic outlet. This could be an exercise routine. This could be a hobby that doesn't require you to earn an income. You do it for the sake of it. You do it because you're passionate about it. When we have hobbies or creative outlets, energetic outlets that fulfill us without needing to earn something from it, or having the pressure or demands to earn an income from it, that could be the most liberating feeling, and also re-energizing feeling. So looking for something like that as a creative solution to maybe feeling just burnt out from the same old routine, doing the same thing, waking up at the same hour, going to bed at the same hour, or just doing repetitive tasks. There could be, if you can invite a little bit of space or time, allocate a little bit of time to some type of creative outlet, I feel like this would free up or burst this energetic block or creative block, or feeling stifled or burnt out. Okay. Let's keep going, Leo. 4 of Wands in your next position, your future position, what's coming up for you, which I love, because 4 of Wands is kind of, it's a little bit of both. It's the passion, it's the excitement, and it's also the stability and the foundation. So some of you Leos could absolutely come into a partnership, and this could spice things up in your life, Leo. This could absolutely spice things up. There is a partnership. There's dance involved. Let me see here. Something quite traditional about this energy coming up at the same time. Passion meets tradition is what they're giving me. Passion meets tradition. I hope this is in camera. This looks like a time where you're going to have something to celebrate over, whether it's a purchase of a home, a move, building your own home, meeting a lover, a relationship that's healthy and satisfying and, soul quenching in a sense. This is also talking about sending gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. So it's almost like thanking your higher self or the divine or God or whoever you pray to, talk to, affirm to in advance for some of the blessings that are coming. Peace and contentment in your personal life. We definitely see that with the Empress. There's definitely going to be peace here, but it's kind of bittersweet sometimes when we find ourselves in a stable place and we're looking for a little bit more to spice things up. I sense this is a little spice to your life. You may want to start incorporating spices, work with different spices while cooking, like just, get the energy flowing. There's something magical about alchemizing this into your life ahead of its time. Kind of in preparation. So some of you are looking for love or romance. There is like this dance here. So, preparing in advance, thanking the divine or your higher self in advance, spicing things up in advance, dressing up to the nines now, just as you would as if you were, going on those first dates or whatnot. Wearing the cologne, the perfume, doing your hair, taking extra time on your looks, in preparation for you meeting this person. Could be something in order as well, or something beneficial to what you're looking to manifest. Something about playing the part, looking the part, or assuming a role in advance, affirming in advance something coming in. Let's keep going here for Leos. 2 cards. Interesting with all these reversals. You had the Queen of Swords in the reverse and the 5 of Swords in your position. So Leo, I feel like you're burnt out as well from people. I haven't actually seen this card yet from this deck come up in a reading, if you can believe that. Or I haven't taken notice that there's these people in the background playing some type of poker game or a card game, and I'm trying to see how this fits. I feel like, Leo, you're in a phase or you're in a process here of maybe cutting out or kind of limiting how much time is spent with others who you don't really jive with anymore, or others who kind of bring you down or your energy down, or others who maybe bring out within you some qualities that you don't like about yourself. So I don't know if this is gambling. I don't know if this is maybe a lack of sobriety that you're not interested in participating in at this time. There's something where you may be limiting time spent with people who make you feel drained, or make you feel less than, or make you feel off course or unsettled in some type of way. There's something about avoiding people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. So maybe, Leo, you find that people around you have questionable motives, or you don't really know if they're on your team, so to speak, or really for you, or people who maybe don't have the kindest intentions. People who maybe who kind of use you I'm getting like a chessboard psychically, and kind of like for power moves or power plays. I don't know if you hold a lot of power or power in society, or you hold, like you have keys to open doors for people. I don't know if it's like you feel like maybe you've been taken advantage of, or you've been used as like a chess piece for people's, I don't want to say political gain, but it's coming in like that. But it's coming in as using you for some type of personal gain. Okay, you would know if that's a fit or if that's a match. I guess there's just some advice here too. It's okay. It's okay to kind of distance yourself from that type of energy or anybody who kind of brings you to a darker place or maybe an unsober place if you're looking to gain sobriety. Sobriety from old behaviors, maybe alcohol, drugs, gambling, too much of something that may be no good for you. Okay. There could definitely be a need to release it because the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. So you could also feel like people have left a bitter taste in your mouth. I'm getting a bitterness, sort of a metallic taste. It's like you're really questioning people's intentions or motives with you at this time. So let's continue and see if there's anything else here that we can pull. The Sun. Wow, the Sun is coming up in your environment though. So that's something to look forward to. More passion, more excitement. A time of great joy and success, epiphanies that lead to opportunities, plans that work out. And once again, gratitude to the divine. You have that twice here. So I'm intrigued. The Sun is passion. The Sun is being in the light. So this could also be you found enlightenment or awareness about certain folks. This could even be family members. You know, not to bash anybody, not to put anybody down, but sometimes, you know, as much as family is wonderful, sometimes when you come to see some of their true intentions or whether they're there for you when you need them most and you find that they're not, you can kind of, you know, you see people, you see who's really there for you or who's not. Sometimes people are only rooting for you when things are going well, or they're only around, ask you questions, not because they really care, but because they're kind of curious about you or nosy. Like, why is Leo doing so well? Why is Leo blessed? Why does Leo have this good paying job? I don't know, sort of envy. We get that a lot in Leo readings, of course, but envy and kind of just like people ask questions not because they necessarily care, but because they're just nosy about it for whatever reason. I never understood that. So it's hard for me to even explain why somebody would be nosy for no reason. It could be for comparison or jealousy. I don't know. We won't go too much into that. The Sun card is great. So I guess what the point is here is you're shining. You will be shining or you will be noticed. There is a beautiful golden aura about you at this time, which I believe will attract wonderful opportunities. Money making. I'm seeing lots of coins falling. I'm seeing golden opportunities or just being in the light with someone. So this could be living your authenticity with somebody, being in the light, being not in hiding. You're not in hiding. So there's an element of freedom coming in. Now, let's continue. We got the King of Swords in this wish position. Intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice, remaining objective and fair-minded, public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional, relationships, or being emotionally unavailable. So this is a unique position. It's the fear and the want. And we can interpret this in many ways. I'm just going to read the energy, how I feel it. Maybe I'm getting a lot come through, so bear with me. Some of you are so emotionally drained by, I don't know, other people to the point where it's kind of, it's hardened your heart a little bit because you don't know who to trust anymore. You don't know what to believe anymore. There's something about like if something to do with the past, most certainly. Something to do with people in your life already or a past situation. You don't know what to make of something or somebody anymore. Now, what does this have to do with anything? Why is this coming through? Maybe let's pull another card on that. Why is this energy coming through? What would you have us know about this? The moon. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to the signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry, let go of your fears. Revelations that will make everything clear. So I'm getting it. Some of you maybe feel like you need to be careful and cautious with your heart because of maybe some things that took place in the past, which would make you more guarded and sort of maybe emotionally unavailable. If something new comes in this Four of Wands, be it related to heart matters, you meet a new love interest, there is almost this okay from the universe right now, where of course use your discernment, moon energy, intuition, use your discernment always. But I guess the advice is don't let it come from a place of fear. We don't need to fear everybody that walks into our life just because maybe they're a stranger, we haven't gotten to know them yet. At the same time, there's dual energy to the moon because we also do want to always use discernment, always make sure people's words are aligning with their actions. Make sure that they're who they say they are. There is a lot of corrupt people, I have to say it. People who, with a blink of an eye, would lie about being married or having children or etc. And so, yes, use your discernment and make sure people's words are adding up and aligning to what they say they are and what their intentions are with you, of course. But with that aside, there could also be the flip to that, which is letting go of fears. Maybe you've met a handful of people that were unworthy of your trust and you've trusted them anyways. That says a lot about you, Leo, more than it says. That says a lot about you, Leo, as a person who was trusting, caring enough, willing enough to try. Know that earns you positive karma, a positive aura. It's like a regalness, your ability to trust people and let people in. If anybody, abuses your trust, is not who they say they are, or doesn't fulfill the promises they give, that says more about them than it does about you, I guess is the point here. So it could be you're in this unique emotional state where it's like, do I even bother? Should I even bother opening up my heart again? Or is another person just going to leave me high and dry the way the other one did? We don't have the answers just yet in this reading because, look, this Four of Wands is in your future position. So I have to believe you haven't met somebody yet for us to get there to that point. But to some degree, do you want to be that emotionally unavailable person? Or do you want to be yourself, the Sun, the Queen of Wands in the upright, the Empress, where you are that naturally giving person? Leo, you're ruled by the Sun. The Sun gives light. The Sun gives love. The Sun gives energy. I believe when we align with our true nature, for better or for worse, no matter the outcome, it's always favorable to align with your true highest nature than it is to become someone you're not. You know, if you're naturally open, fun, energetic, positive, you know, but, you know, people have kind of taught you to be the reverse, you know, then you're not acting in your authenticity is kind of the intuitive message. So something to maybe look at, pay attention to, work through this month if you feel like you're not yourself. Like, this doesn't feel like you, this King of Swords, and it's like you're not feeling yourself, you're not feeling aligned or alive or willing to be open. There's something guarded or unavailable about your energy that maybe you can stand to look at. And you have your reasons for it, no doubt. You have your reasons for it. So this is not a criticism by any means. We're just reading energy here. I just know that when Leo is excited, open, in the light, heart, you know, lighthearted, giving, you know, giving of compliments, all that, I feel like good is always then returned to you very much energetically. So it's like a karma thing as well. Even if someone hurts you or betrays you, you always will be rewarded or compensated somehow because of your good heart and your good intentions with other people. So let's get an outcome advice position for you on the board here. Okay, lots of cards, lots of cards. This one came out upright, and it's the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords talks about the end of challenging times. Things are looking up and a welcomed relief, finding your way to a peaceful place. And this could be the end of a depression or illness. Travel or relocation could be in the future for you. The Six of Swords is travel for sure. The Six of Swords is making a change, making mental shifts, and most certainly getting out of a depression. So if you've been feeling lackluster, bored, insecure, or feeling like, my heart is so hardened like a rock, and you feel like a gargoyle when you're meant to be sort of a, I don't know, a symbol of like a goddess, I feel like that's the shift you're making here by the end of the month. Now in the future, I do see travel could be significant for you. I do see that. What else? I definitely see a new beginning and you needing to trust yourself more in where you're being led and where you want to go, and just allow yourself to make decisions now. There is a few cards here that talk about pushing your fears aside and taking a leap of faith. So with that said, we'll segue into some oracle messages to just get some advice, guidance, or validation. What do our beautiful Leos need to hear at this time? What do they need to hear for their highest good? You got set your sights higher. Increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. Beautiful. What do Leos need to hear for their highest good at this time? Explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities, and it's a good time to make change. You could find that by your season, by the end of the month, you feel like you have a good awareness about where you want to go, where you want to direct your energy, where you want to spend your time, where you want to spend your mental, how you want to think all day long, who you're thinking about. I feel like you'll have more control, more mind control, or you'll be more in the driver's seat by the end of the month, whereas you may be coming into the month feeling like everything's out of control, you don't know what to do, you're not in the driver's seat of your life. I feel like that gets solved and resolved and healed by the end of the month. One last card for Leo. Thank you, Spirit. blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. Four of Wands. This is something passionate, exciting. I see the playtime card, right? The importance of play and flirtation and smiles and nice words and gestures exchanged. Hopefully this happens this month. But I see some major changes coming up in Leo's lives. So be on the, be prepared for that as well. But overall, what a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you liked this reading, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment below your thoughts, sentiments, maybe what resonated, what didn't. I invite you to subscribe to the channel. It's free to you and it would help grow my platform here on YouTube. I appreciate your time. I appreciate this energy exchange. If you want a personal reading with me, you can always book me on my website. My website's always going to be in the description box below, flourishingmystic.com. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.